We were really nervous. Jack has spent a lot of life in hospital. I was in Crumlin Hospital with Jack at a neurology appointment. He was quite unwell at the time, and last year he did a particularly bad year. So he was in ICU a few times last year. It's particularly worrying, and he is also immunosuppressed. He has a rare autoinflammatory disease. He has severe to profound intellectual disability. He also has Down syndrome. He requires a lot of care. Besides no nurses and no school, there was also no respite. Usually he would go to Laura Lynn, which is Ireland's only children's hospice. He would usually go there once a month for 2 nights. Kind of I was completely on my own. Sorry, Jack's just trying to come up to say hello. For those first few months, all appointments from March, all appointments in March, April, May, June, were all postponed. And it was really you'd only go in an emergency, and everyone I knew, nobody wanted to go next door near the hospital because they didn't want to contract COVID or their kids to get it. It took a long time to get everything back on track. Now some appointments are virtual. We had one phone appointment actually with the respiratory doctor, and that was fine, but all of the appointments for Jack have been in person. And there is a backlog for everything. There's a huge waiting list for an MRI, for example. Jack's due an MRI in November, and he won't have that till next year. If he needs something like that, I'll fight for it, but that's just the way it is at the moment. But we are caught up now with all our appointments. And in the beginning, in the first few months, I did not go next door near anything or anyone. I really was nervous. I was even afraid to take my post off the postman. I was washing down everything before I came into the house. So my sister lives nearby and her baby, and I just can't let them in the house. I'm too afraid. So if I meet them for walks. But other than that, the only people that come in are Molly and my partner, and Jack's dad visits them. And my parents are cocooning, and so they're not around, and usually they would be. But Jack's not in school, so I don't have any time now for myself. And I don't have any nursing still because I'm still afraid to get them. And I miss being able to bring Jack to the cinema. He absolutely loves the cinema. And I miss being able to do things with my daughter and just normal things like going out to eat somewhere. All those kind of sociable things. Miss that. I wish people would wear masks, and I wish people would respect what's going on. And not everybody does. And a lot of people say it only affects the elderly and the vulnerable. Anybody can be vulnerable, like my son is really vulnerable. It will only affect him. He's a really important person, just like everybody else.